a lot, but I'm not here for that. Listen, you miserable women, please stay off my page. Just stay off my page. Pray for the people that's involved. Pray for my ex-wife. Pray for Wendy Williams. Pray for Wendy Williams. Pray that for the family. Pray for everybody that's involved.
There's a lot, but I'm not here for that. Listen, you miserable women. Please stay off my page. Just can stay off my page. Pray for the people that's involved. Pray for my ex-wife. Pray for Wendy Williams Hunter. Pray for Wendy Williams. Pray that for the family. Pray for everybody that's involved. So Kevin Hunter has officially lost it. Yes, you heard that right. The man who seemed unstoppable after leaving Wendy Williams for Sharina Hudson is now spiraling out of control. But why? Well, it's because Sharina, the very woman he left Wendy for, has disappeared without a trace. And let me tell you, Kevin is losing his mind over it. But you don't really see what's going on here, the real plight, then okay. But please, I'ma ask you to please refrain, you women. Refrain from my comments. Refrain, go get a life, go get a man, go get some, go do whatever you need to do. But please stop worrying about Kelvin. Because whatever Kelvin come out this doing, however, God got me, however, this is going to go. God got me, God got her, God got everybody involved. And God got me here in Newark today. 'Cause the Lord knows I didn't want to be here now. We all know how this story started. Kevin and Sharine were living the high life, fully funded by Wendy Williams' hard-earned money. But when the cash flow dried up, so did their lavish lifestyle. Kevin tried to keep things together, even paying tribute to Sharina on her birthday, calling her his wife and Queen Mother Chef. But behind the scenes, things were falling apart. The businesses Kevin started with Wendy's money flopped. The house they shared went up for sale, and Kevin's financial troubles only worsened. But the real shocker was that Sharina Hudson has already vanished. The woman who was by Kevin's side through it all is now nowhere to be found. Kevin's angry, and it's clear that he's struggling to come to terms with what's happened. Let's see Kevin's desperate attempts to find Sharina, the financial ruin that's driving him to the edge, and the mystery behind Sharine's sudden exit. At the end of the day, you've never seen me say nothing crazy about my ex. And you know what I know, everybody is all in arms about what's happening, 'cause they did an awful display. Without my knowledge of this, of a travesty of a documentary, the people at Lifetime should be ashamed of themselves. Kevin Hunter's empire was built on the foundation of Wendy Williams' money. From the outside, it looked like Kevin and Sharina Hudson were living the dream: fancy cars, a lavish home, and all the luxuries that come with having deep pockets. But what many didn't see was that all of it was funded by Wendy Williams' hard-earned cash. Kevin and Sharine's extravagant lifestyle was nothing more than a house of cards propped up by Wendy's bank account. Kevin attempted to parlay Wendy's wealth into his own success, but every venture he touched seemed to crumble. Remember that restaurant he was planning to open with Wendy's money? It never saw the light of day. There were rumors of other business ideas, like a vegan company, and even a jewelry and clothing line Sharina was supposed to manage. But none of these ever took off. In fact, Kevin's attempts at building something of his own only seemed to drain Wendy's resources faster. He even went as far as taking Sharina through school to become a massage therapist, hoping she could bring in some income. But that too was a dead end. Kevin's entrepreneurial dreams were just that, dreams with no real substance or sustainability behind them. As the money started to run out, the cracks in their empire began to show. Wendy's financial troubles became public, especially after her health took a turn for the worse. Her absence from the Wendy Williams show meant that her income dried up, and with it, Kevin's access to her money. Kevin found himself in a financial free fall, unable to maintain the lifestyle that he and Sharon had grown accustomed to. The bottomless pit of Wendy's fortune was suddenly gone, and Kevin was left scrambling. And you know what I want to tell the people that care? I represented myself. Proves a guy with a 10th grade education in the GED. I had to go in there pro se and represent myself in a court of law. And I did pretty well, so with that being said, I want to tell for anybody that cares I thank you your blessings for all the prayers that are coming from people regarding the whole situation is not easy to deal with, thank you. And for all of the haters, and the people who don't know no better, half of y'all should not have 16, hell, should not have any characters or keyboards. Because y'all don't even you can't even type when anyway to all of you guys, please go and get a life feeling totally overwhelmed with his money situation. Kevin decided to take things to court. He was determined to get his alimony payments back after Wendy's guardian cut him off. Kevin argued that those payments were part of their divorce deal. And now they have just stopped leaving him in a tough spot, but things didn't go his way in court. Wendy's guardian, Sabrina Morrissey, made it clear that the payments depended on Wendy being able to earn an income since Wendy was out of the spotlight and not making the big bucks anymore. Kevin's chances of getting that money back were looking pretty slim. He was desperate. But it didn't sway the judge. In the middle of all this financial mess, Sharina Hudson pulled a surprise move. She just disappeared. 1 minute she was there, and the next poof, Kevin was left to deal with everything on his own. The timing was pretty telling too. Just when the money ran out, and Kevin was in the thick of his legal battles, Sharon decided to bail. She had been by his side during his affair with Wendy and all the drama that followed. But now she was nowhere to be found. People have been buzzing about why Sharina left. Was she really in it for the long haul? Or was she just after the cash, given their past? A lot of folks think Sharina was more into the lifestyle Kevin provided than into him as a person. When the money was flowing, so was her affection. But as soon as things got tight, she was out. Her sudden exit raises a lot of questions about what their relationship was really about. Was it ever about love? Or just about living the good life? Ken's reaction to Shireen's disappearance has been anything but chill. He has been frantic, searching everywhere for her and acting a bit erratic. It's like he's finally realizing that without the money, he's lost everything, not just the lifestyle, but also the woman he thought was his partner. His world is falling apart, and not being able to find Sharina is just adding to the stress. He has been reaching out to mutual friends, trying to track her down. But so far, no luck. This sudden disappearance has clearly hit Kevin, especially with everything else he's dealing with financially. It feels like Shireen's exit was the final straw, completely shattering whatever was left of his life. His desperation has turned into full-blown panic. And it's anyone's guess what he'll do next. The guy who once seemed to have it all is now left with nothing, no money, no partner, and no idea what to do next. The empire he tried to build on Wendy's cash has crumbled. And with Shireen gone, Kevin is left to pick up the pieces of a life that's fallen apart. He also say he had been a vegan for 12 years. I mean, we probably don't care, but kudos for that. But what I did like what he said Kevin Jur was a senior in college, and he was trying to be more a role model for him. Now we know he just said it was 51. So never too late. So hopefully he can definitely be there for Kevin while Wendy's being okay. So that's actually a positive thing. And he did reference there's a lot of theories going around about what happened to Sharina Hudson. People are speculating whether she just tipped out on her own because she was tired of the financial stress and Kevin not being able to keep up with her lifestyle. Our person tweeted saying she played him, just like he called himself playing Wendy. Another one wrote this is an example. If a black man has a money-making, beautiful woman, he might not want to cheat, lie, or be deceitful. If he decides to cheat, lie, or be deceitful, this is what happened now. Maybe there's more to her sudden exit. Some folks think outside influences might have played a part, like people who wanted to see Kevin fail or creditors trying to collect on his debts. The timing of her disappearance makes you wonder if she was trying to escape the chaos as Kevin's life fell apart. Another theory floating around is that Sharina might be plotting a legal move to secure some cash with her main source of income gone. She could be looking for ways to make sure she's financially stable. This might mean taking legal action against Kevin to get some compensation for the lifestyle she's used to. or even trying to claim any of his remaining assets, given that she's been with Kevin. Mainly for financial reasons, it wouldn't be too shocking if she's just waiting for the right moment to make her move. But what if Shireen's not gone for good? There's a chance she could come back if Kevin manages to get his hands on Wendy's money again, if he figures out a way to get his alimony, or finds another income source. Shireen might pop back up, lured by the idea of financial security. Their relationship has always seemed more about convenience and money than love, so it wouldn't be surprising if her loyalty is tied to Kevin's ability to provide, whether that means getting back together or just hanging around until he's back on his feet. We can't completely rule out her return. As for Kevin, he's in a tough spot with limited options, with his finances in shambles, and Sharon gone. He's at a crossroads. Will he keep fighting for alimony, even with all the legal hurdles and slim chances of winning he has shown? He is determined to get those payments back. But the longer this drags on, the more it feels like a